So when you're in Iowa City and you talk about the Iowa City Brew Lab with people, they will not stop talking about the kombucha that is available, and it's made possible by Rochelle. Rochelle, you are the kombucha baron of Iowa City, is that correct?
Me and Tim Brewed.
So now the company that makes this delicious kombucha is called?
Wild Culture Kombucha.
Wild Culture. Now that's a play on words because you actually have cultures that make this stuff. Yeah. Explain to us, because kombucha, from what I thought I knew it, turns out I know nothing about it, and then that's why they gave me a TV show to talk about it. It's not mushrooms, but it looks like a mushroom.
So people get confused a lot. They think they call it mushroom tea sometimes. There's no mushrooms involved at all. It's called a SCOBY. So it's a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. And
I'm just picking up on that. SCOBY is an anagram.
Yeah.
Symbiotic culture colony. Symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. Okay, yes. All right. So there's a SCOBY that looks like a mushroom.
Yeah, it's very similar looking.
Like horror movie stuff, I have to imagine, when you're looking at it. What's presented here in front of us looks beautiful and delicious, but I have a feeling if I was at Wild Culture with you guys making this, I might get the creeps.
Yeah. We make blob jokes a lot. Like
just blob jokes. Okay.
Like the Incredible Blob.
At Wild Culture, which you and another fella make all this stuff, right?
Yeah. So myself, Rochelle Schmidt, and Tim Brewed.
Tim is not here today. He's back minding the blobs. So it's a SCOBY, and explain to us what that does exactly.
It takes the sugar from the tea. So we use 4 loose-leaf organic teas in our kombucha, and then sugar, and then the SCOBY will eat the sugars and turn it to kombucha. So into a probiotic, bubbly.
You've got fermentation going on, and you brew this. This is something that you would brew then, so that's why it's on the show. And there is alcohol in this.
Yes. So we do what we call a full-strength version. It's like a home brewer's version.
Okay.
So it is about 1% alcohol. It could get to 2%, but we think it's around 1.
So how much of this would I have to drink to get me where I want to go?
So that's another thing that people get confused about. They think if they drank a ton of it, they would get drunk, but you won't.
So what are we looking at here? Because this looks like a wide variety of different things that are going on.
Yeah. Well, they didn't tell me which ones they poured, but because I've seen them so many times, this looks like a grapefruit, carrot, ginger, a pineapple jalapeno, and a beet orange lime.
You're 3 for 3 on that. So that is what it is.
Okay.
Tell her what she's won.
Yeah.
These all start out the same, and then you kind of back flavor them, or?
We have 1 primary fermentation.
Okay.
Like I said, with the 4 loose leaf teas, organic loose leaf teas, and then we do a secondary fermentation with produce that we juice all by ourselves. So it's all fresh juice, juiced by hand. So all our ingredients are literally what's in there. So grapefruit, carrot, ginger are grapefruits, carrot, and ginger.
So
it's that simple.
No surprises. So, you've just given away your recipe. I hope you understand it. So this is grapefruit, carrot, ginger right here. You mind if I take a pull while you can explain to me what's going on with this?
Yeah. So
and this is good for me, you're saying?
Absolutely. So, and then we take that juice and we put it in a secondary fermentation process, lock off the oxygen, and let that go.
Wow.
Yep. And then we'll do a 3rd fermentation. With some of them, sometimes they get overcarbonated. The grapefruit, carrot, ginger was for a while, so we stopped the 3rd fermentation, but they usually all go through 3 fermentation processes.
And Rochelle, this stuff is delivered in kegs. I mean, I saw you bring in 6 barrels here.
Yeah.
And you're not only do you make it, you have to deliver it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of self-distribution, huh?
Yeah. So Tim is the head brewer, and he oversees all of that and does all the brewing. I help with the juicing a lot of times, but I'm the one physically delivering all the kegs.
So he's like, I'd like to help deliver the kegs, but I'm the head brewer. Rochelle, that really should be your job. This is pineapple. Oh man, I'm getting a jalapeno already. Oh my goodness. Pineapple jalapeno? Right now, I'm just getting jalapeno.
Yeah, the smell is more than the taste. I always tell people, don't smell it. Just drink it.
Well, that's always good to hear. Don't smell it, just drink it.
Just drink it.
Okay, all right. Oh man, that's really good too. Okay, 2 for 2. And then finally this, which looks like, GIMMY, our producer, said this looks like something that like you would see on an old Scooby-Doo cartoon. Like a potion that Velma somehow accidentally drinks. And now she's a werewolf. Velma, What is this again? Beet?
That's beet, orange, lime.
Beet, orange, lime. And the ingredients are?
Beets, oranges, and limes. Yep. And then we get our produce locally as much as possible. We get our beets from Grinnell Farms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we try to support local farmers as much as possible.
This tastes, I want you to take this as a compliment that it's intended as. This tastes like it's really good for me. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's certainly very delicious, but like just drinking it, I feel like I'm in better shape than I was 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, very earthy.
Earthy, that's the word.
Yeah, earthy.
You know, I would have said earthy, but I didn't want you to be insulted. That's what you.
It's okay. I've heard it.
It's like, oh man, it's good to have land.
I've heard worse. So.
Well, boy, these are delicious, and they're available here at the Iowa City Brew Lab and other places as well.
Yes.
You can get this just in Iowa City?
No, so we are on tap in Des Moines as well. El Bait Shop, Tap Room, Gateway Market, and Peachtree Brewery.
Well, have you thought about getting into the Quad Cities? Because you should be in the Quad Cities.
Yes, so we have thought about it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then a couple places in Cedar Rapids, Iowa Brewing Company, and Bohemia.
Wild Culture Kombucha. You're saying that right?
Yes.
Kombucha. It's a fermented tea.
Full of probiotics.
Full of probiotics.
Nutrients. Probiotics is the biggest thing, but nutrients, high in B vitamins, detox, gut health, digestion are the two biggest ones.
I mean, Rochelle, I usually just drink beer. Like the fact that my body is able to accept this is stunning. Because usually I'm just beer all the time. I don't even drink water. I'm kidding, of course. But no, this is really good stuff.
Thanks. An option if you do really like beer and you're a little afraid of this, we've made some shandies out of them before.
So what does that mean?
So you mix a beer with the kombucha and make a beer shandy.
Fine. Michelle, thank you so much. Yeah. I feel like we've learned a lot here. Yeah. Let me ask you this, Drew, because I know a lot of people are wondering. What do you think about this beard?
Your beard?
Yeah, this is my first time I've had a beard on the show, and I'm a little self-conscious about it. Usually I don't have this, and it just kind of showed up, and now I'm wondering, like, should I have brought the beard to Iowa City? Should I have not?
Looks like it might be a good yeast collector. So.
Yeast collector. Can we start over? I'm just talking about the tea, and I didn't introduce our special friend. Yeah, what am I doing? It's so rude.
It's okay.
First show of the year, I'm a little rusty.
We're just going, yeah.
Start over.
It's like those videos on YouTube where the dog has the treat right on his nose, and they're testing to see like how good of a boy he can be. I'm gonna tell you, there's limits to how good of a boy I can be.
Go ahead. Not a fan of the show. You know, when they change the channel, it does. I don't know that happens, but when they get up and leave the show, it stabs me right here.